Hey guys, what's up? Two-wheel turbine. Today we're doing a little bit of a different type of video. No motorcycles in this video, but we're still gonna be on two wheels. Well, hopefully not for long because this video is a wheelie tutorial. I'm gonna try to get you guys on one wheel, just like this, grabbing that handbrake, doing some cool stuff. Today we got the SC bikes, D blocks. It's like a big ripper, a little bit modified. These bikes can be really challenging to wheelie at first, but in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys a few tips that should set you out to go do some sweet wheelies and impress some girls or whoever you want to impress. So yeah, let's jump into it. All right guys, so before you even hop on the bike and start riding, there's a few things that you should do ahead of time that's going to make wheeling way easier. So the first thing is the seat. You definitely don't want that seat up here like Tour de France. You know, you're not doing that. You're not trying to win Tour de France. You're trying to do some sick wheelies. So bust that seat down to its bottom position. It's going to help a lot with the center of gravity and putting that weight over the rear tire and giving you just the right geometry to do a proper wheelie. So drop that seat. The next thing is PSI. I recommend going as high, basically as high as you can with your tires. The higher the PSI, the more stable your wheelies typically are going to be. If it's flat, you're going to be like all over the place and it's going to be harder to get that front wheel up. Alongside with that, just make sure that your rear brake is fully functional, because that's going to be the only thing that saves you in the event that, so let's say this is balance point, you go here, you can see the bike can go back. So if you go behind balance point, you're going to be needing to tap your rear brake. So make sure all those things are set up, and then we can get into some of the fundamentals and get you guys on one wheel. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out which leg is your power leg, the one that you can generate the most power. For me and most people, it's the right leg. And so what you're going to do, I'll show you guys, is while you're riding, you're going to bring your right pedal up because that's the leg that's stronger. And to initiate the wheelie, you want to make sure your pedal's kind of in this high position, because say it's down here, you don't have any ability to get any torque or power to lift, you know, the front wheel up. So you want to keep it up here, and then then what you're going to do is as soon as you transfer your weight to the rear tire, you do a power stroke with the pedal like that, and that's going to give you the torque to bring the front wheel up. But that is definitely not the only thing. All right, so other than the power stroke that I was talking about and needing that ability to crank down and give you as much torque and power by having that pedal in the right position, another critical important part is transferring your weight. So right before you do that power stroke, you're going to bring kind of your weight forward, and then you're going to bring it back over the rear tire. And it's a simultaneous action. It's going to feel weird at first and a little bit scary. I'm going to do it in a second, break it down in slow-mo so you guys can see it. So yeah, let's do that. All right, so when you look at that slow-mo footage and I broke it down, you can kind of see me, you'll see me bring my chest forward, and as soon as I'm starting to go back, I'm initiating that power stroke. That's gonna bring the front wheel up, but that's only part of the battle of learning how to wheelie. That will get the front wheel up, but to keep the front wheel up, you have to immediately go into another pretty powerful stroke with your left leg, right leg, but at the same time, tapping on this rear brake to make sure you don't go back too far. Honestly, as a first-time person doing wheelies, you're probably not going to get the front wheel up very high, but I actually almost recommend purposely looping and just being ready to jump off the back of the bike, because that's going to be really helpful to see where your balance point is and just telling you how much power you need to really get that front wheel up to balance point. All right, I'm going to quickly show you guys some beginner wheelies, like what it's probably going to look like, so you guys can expect that at first. Definitely something you want to practice every day, but I'll show you what it's probably going to look like for you guys. So let's do that. So you're probably at first going to do something like, it's going to be very small, like that. And even that might feel scary, but it's just going to start off like, and you have to immediately, to keep that front wheel up, what you want to do is once you do that power stroke, you go straight into another pedal. And at the same time, if you guys watch these fingers, I'm tapping the rear brake while I'm in the wheel. So if I go back too far, I can control the wheelie with the rear brake. This is what's gonna save you. Honestly, you're on a bicycle and probably only going 5 to 10 miles an hour, so you could jump off the back, but it's better to learn that rear brake as best as you can up front, and it's gonna help you a lot. All right, so the main thing that you're gonna get to the steps of learning the wheelie is, you know, you can take a lot of the stuff I've said, that's definitely important, but the main thing is the mental aspect and giving yourself like 500 attempts before you even start assessing yourself again. Because if you do 20 attempts, you don't get the wheelie and you quit, well, you know, you can't expect much. I would recommend doing 500, literally 500, and then starting to expect things. So it's gonna take a bunch of attempts. You're gonna probably get frustrated. I got super frustrated. It took me like weeks to get it. Once you get balance point, it's kind of like riding a bike all over again, just on one wheel. You know, I hope this video helps you guys out a little bit. If you go and try this, go comment down below if it helped you. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.